Gail can tell us what it's like to be married to Dennis.
To a model. She's a widow.
Good morning, everybody.
Married to a model railroader. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning and Happy New Year and all that good stuff. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and a good week. Good couple of weeks, actually. So anyway, we're shorthanded this morning. I'm not sure where Bill is. He may be having company. He may have company and stuff today. I don't know. I haven't heard from him. And then Steve is not feeling well, so he's off.
I'll play the part of Steve today.
Oh,
Don't get to talk.
here's
That means
Bill.
you get to
Okay.
run down all the people in the chat then.
Yeah. Bill says, for FYI, looking like he won't make it this morning.
Okay.
He's got some family stuff to do. So, okay. So Bill's not going to be here. Steve's not here. So we're Trackside Live light today.
We'll get through. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Dennis, Otter Creek, Rob T-Man, Grandpa Rails, John Stockton. Well, you're a new face. Nice to have you. Schuylkill River Valley, John over there. Bernard C., Dave at DES Media Productions, and Almar, Gail. I think that Lee Enfield in the Loft. And that looks Steve Arnold. Hey, good morning, Steve. Hope you feel better, buddy. We missed you. Jerry as me is scary. Yeah, it sure is. That's it, buddy. That's it.
Well, you want to see scary? We're going to get Dennis to put his Christmas present on. Oh, wait a minute here. We got to get a good picture of this.
Got this from my oldest stepdaughter. She just thought this was hilarious.
All board.
I did too when I first saw it, but I like it. I'm kind of getting used to it now.
I like it, man.
The bill of the cap and the conductor badge there doesn't exactly align with my nose. But hey,
Okay. It's all right.
Nothing aligns with my nose.
well,
And good morning, Plumber and Digger Evans. Yeah, I mean, you look like the dude from Polar Express.
I have been told that I kind of look like Tom Hanks from time to time, but
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I do.
Sorry, guys, I'm dealing with the dogs here. They can't decide if they want to come in or not.
Still on me.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I guess most of you know about the contest we were going to have, and I went over and looked at the comments on the other one and on the last show, and nobody got it right. So, so I did a little short video. Some of you have been over to see the video on my channel. It's only 40 seconds long, but it'll tell you how many mines there are. And we'll give you about 10 minutes to take a minute or so to go over there and look at it. And you count the mines. And now keep in mind, not all of them are built yet, so keep that in mind. But go over there and find out how many there are and come back here and put it in chat. And we'll put your name in the on the wheel for the contest. And if you don't want a prize, then don't have to go do it. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So if you want to go in the contest, go over to my channel, and if you haven't been there yet, and find out how many mines are on my layout. No, Bernard, 16ths don't count.
Try to find your channel to put the link in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Hang on a second here.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
I say I can do that.
Yeah, put the link for these guys. Meanwhile, welcome Joe Rader and think Joe is and plumber. I said plumber and digger, and I think that's it so far.
Really?
You can't find your own channel?
Well, I don't know what my screen did something weird. For some reason, I can't get off the screen. So that's what happens when you mess with me. That's weird. I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Craziness today. Sorry about this, folks. Now maybe I can do something here.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, what did everybody get for Christmas? Everybody get what you wanted for Christmas?
I got a scanner.
Oh, there you go.
I gave it to myself, though. Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah, it counts.
Okay.
I got a conductor's hat.
Yeah, something you needed too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I got a topside creeper, so it's a little bit big for my layout room, but it works.
I was going to ask you, have you used it yet?
Yes, I have used it.
Oh, you got your creeper. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my trackside creeper, so or topside creeper.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, how do you rate it so far?
Well, for what it's designed to do, I'd give it a 10. I haven't tried to fold it up yet. I had to put it together, but I haven't tried to fold it up yet. I had one little boo-boo trying to put it together. They didn't quite get one of the holes lined up, and I ended up breaking a piece, but that'll be easy enough to fix. But for what it does, it's great. Like I told my wife the other day, I said I could have used a step stool to get up on, but the problem is reaching out over the bottom layer to get to the top, to something that's way back in the corner. I only use the bottom step on this thing, but because I can lay all my body weight against it, then I can freely use my hands without having to try and hold my body up to do stuff. So, and if you've got a place, places like that on your layout that you need something like that, it's great. They make a little bit cheaper version than what she got me. She got me the one that folds up a little bit smaller. There again, I haven't folded it up yet, so I don't know. And I don't have an old one, so I don't know how much difference it would be. But I do like it. It works. I have to be careful moving it around. And of course, while it's up, when I get off of it, I'm stepping around it a lot, and that sort of thing. Because I don't have a lot of room between, Dennis, as you know, there's not a lot of aisle space on my layout. So this thing's sitting in the aisle. It's there. You only want it up while you're working on that kind of stuff. In
theory, when you fold it up, will it fit underneath your layout somewhere?
I'm hoping so, yeah.
Different room.
I'm hoping it will. I'll probably end up putting it back where the staging yard is, back in that spot, which is behind the cattle pens there. I may stick it over there because that'll be out of the way. I won't be getting back into staging that often. So that's probably where it'll be. I may end up having to put it out in the attic, which is a walkout attic on the top floor. So I may put it out there too, but I'd rather not stick it out there in the heat and cold. But most of it is metal. So, and it's heavy duty. It's pretty heavy stuff. So it should last a long time. And
I need one pretty bad. I just haven't decided to get
You're going to need one. Yeah, you're going to need one on yours just for the reach. It really helps with that. But like I say, they're a couple $100 starting, and then they go up from there, depending which one you get. But if you've got the room, I'd get the cheaper one. Is what I would do. I don't know that the more expensive one just supposedly folds up smaller, but I don't know how much.
What's the brand name you ended up getting?
It's Trackson, I think is the name. It's in Micromark. That's where she got it from, Micromark. Not Harbor Freight. Northern Tool carries one too. carries the same brand, but it's the one that I saw advertised online was the first version. These things were made to get up into a pickup, a tall pickup truck or into a semi under the hood and work on it. That's
Right.
what it was made for. They make a smaller one too for like a regular car, which would be nice if you only need a little one. So if Northern Tool has them,
to be able to get above 52, 53 inches
yeah, you probably want the full size one then. Yeah, and they're adjustable. The stair is adjustable, so you can move it up higher if you need or down lower if you need.
right.
And I'm going to add a piece of 3/4 ply, about 16 inches square, from the first step over to the brace that holds the thing up as a platform. That'll be easier on my feet is the only reason. You wouldn't have to do that, but for me, it'll be easier on my feet because I have a problem with my feet. So that will help quite a bit. Anyway, Al his guesses are 4, 5, 6, and 7.
I think he's covered all the bases there.
Yeah, why not? We may just have to put everybody in here. The problem is somebody's going to have to carry the show while I'm typing all these names in. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about besides topside creepers?
Well, I had a question that I wanted to ask Bill, but he's not here, so we'll have to wait for another day for that, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Al says, no, there were answers on the video. Yeah, there are answers. Make it easier. John's right. John Stockton's right.
Bernard says that he saw one of those high creepers solidly built for $70. Where did you see that at, Bernard?
Yeah.
Where did you get yours at, Claude?
I think my wife got it through Micromark.
Okay, I know
because they advertise it.
I'm pretty sure Harbor Freight sells them, but I'm not totally sure.
We just got a Harbor Freight. I haven't been there yet, but that might change today.
Yeah.
Harbor Freight may have them. I know I saw them online through Northern Tool, which is similar to Harbor Freight.
Yeah, it's basically a mechanic's creeper that goes over the truck.
Gets you up, yeah. It gets you up high.
It's meant for like working on a pickup truck or a car or something.
Yeah.
To get you into the car, not under.
If I can find it in here real quick, I'll show you a picture of it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what page it was on.
I know Snap-on makes one, but you're going to pay a lot from Snap-on.
Oh, yeah.
People. But I mean,
and this company that made it, now the actual item I think was made in China, but the company that has it is at Arkansas.
I'm sure you paid a lot from it from Micromark.
Well,
Yeah. Well, it's his wife, right? She can.
I'm just saying,
$300, depending on which one you get.
Maybe you might be able to get it at Harbor Freight for $150.
Maybe, yeah. And if you can get it for that, it's well worth it. Oh, here it is. Here's the picture of it. Yep. Now this is the cheaper one that the guy is actually standing on. I ought to make this big, shouldn't I? Okay. Not doing very well. But mine is an I-beam on the floor. So it goes out this way, front and back, and it's just got one beam in the front. So it's easier to get under the legs and everything. And of course, this picture, this guy, his layout is sitting up against the wall, but you don't know what's behind him. In my case, that takes some moving around to get there to it. And this one is the one they show on there is from them is $279.95. The one that my wife got me was $349.95. But you can get them cheaper than that, I think.
Is there like different weight ratings with them, or?
I think it's rated to 400 pounds.
Okay.
I weigh 255, and
so
I
why
lay
was
against it, and it's stable.
So the one you just showed, and the one your wife got you, are they the same?
Well, they're very similar. There's slight design difference in it.
Okay.
Slight
Yes.
design difference.
Like, but do you see those design differences to be fundamental? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes
The biggest difference, Jerry, is supposed to be that it'll fold up a little bit smaller.
okay, yeah. Sometimes the cheap stuff really isn't as nice as the nicer stuff.
This is true, Dennis.
People with their wives
Oh, I'm sorry, I took it down too soon.
can spend their money.
Yeah, there's not a lot of difference in them, Jerry. So if you've got the room, I'd go with the cheaper one.
Yeah,
Because it's going to be built just as heavy, I think.
yeah. I guess.
And do what you need it to do. But if you've got the room, I'd go with the cheaper one.
So now here's the thing, right? Pappy over there at Trigoglin made one out of wood.
Yeah. And I thought about doing that.
Yeah.
But I also know what it would take to make it out of wood to get the same stability that this thing gives.
Yeah.
Now, if you were a metal worker and you had a weld and stuff,
yeah,
you could make one pretty
yeah,
easy.
you can make one. Yeah.
But I'm not a welder. I don't have welding apparatus. And I wouldn't want to put something out over my layout that I'm going to put my weight on and lay against and have it collapse, you know.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is be laying face down in your layout, calling for your wife.
Yeah, or bounce off your layout and be on the floor, and then have the thing land on top of you, you know.
Right.
I did that with my little creeper that I made for underneath the layout, you know. You remember that little fiasco when I it's when I spilled my beer and everything. Flipped it over on the floor. Yeah.
It's not going to go well.
No, it was funny after the fact. knocked all my stuff off, nails all over the place, or whatever the heck I was using. I forgot what I was.
Were you also the one that drilled down through the top of a tortoise?
Yes, I've done it all. Oh, I found another thing I screwed up. I had a tortoise in my helix that wasn't working, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. I finally got it wired up, and it wasn't working. So I went under there, and I couldn't see anything wrong with it. So I pulled it out, I put another one up there, tested another one, put it up there, and it's working fine now. But the old one had a couple of drops of plaster on the very top of it, and the plaster, of course it was wet when it went on there, and it ran down. Must have got in there and shorted it out. So yeah, I destroyed the tortoise doing that. But I had most of everything covered under there, but not that. Sorry.
So
Claude the tortoise slayer.
You can't. Can you rebuild these things?
You might could.
If you could get the case open and back together, I think, because they're not designed to come apart.
Gotcha.
But you probably could.
Yeah, I've never taken one apart. I've got 4 screws on one side that are under the sticker. And of course, the thing says you take the sticker off, the warranty is void, blah, blah, blah. But if you're not going to send it back to them, and then something like that, they're not going to warranty that anyway.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So I may at some point,
we can't fix that.
Yeah, I may at some point open it up and see if I can fix it.
Maybe
something simple. Probably.
Yeah, maybe you could get parts from it or something.
Hopefully.
See what's going on in there.
Okay.
That little green box.
Okay. I'm going to try and put these names in here, guys. I don't know if I'll make it or not. But I'm going to try and do this while we're talking, so carry on.
Dennis, anything on your layout? Any updates on your layout?
Well, I guess we could show this.
Oh, that looks awesome. Was that a kit?
Let's see it. Hang on.
Is that a turntable?
Oh, hey.
Yep.
That looks good.
Was it a kit?
It is a kit. It is, I have a terrible time remembering the name of the manufacturer. It's like Scale Structures Limited. And it's a white metal casting.
Oh, it's metal.
Yeah. Which, I guess that's okay. And here's probably the biggest issue I'm going to have with it. Kind of hard to explain, but since, we're killing time here. What they expect the electricity. The wife wants to use the pointer.
Don't stick him in the eye.
So it's a gallows. So there's a structure that comes up over the top, and what sits on top of that, I'll just show. Of course, all this will also be explained in a video that I'm doing on this. But you're supposed to bring the positive wire in to the top here, and then that goes down and goes into here and then goes to the rail. And then your other wire, near as I can tell, hooks to the rail inside the pit. So you're carrying one side of your juice all on the bridge because it's actually connected to the bridge and the way they describe to do it. And then the other one, is coming from over the top somewhere. What I would rather do, if I can, is put on some scrapers on this thing and maybe mill out a small section here so I can bury some wire on the inside of the metal there, and then have a scraper here and then a scraper here, and run my wires up from the bottom, and then make use of a frog juicer or something else to change the polarity. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to attach the copper scrapers onto that and have it be isolated. I don't know if I epoxy them on, I'm assuming epoxy won't conduct electricity. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If there's anybody out there that knows, let me know, because that's the only thing I can come up with right now to keep from having wires go across the top, is to use some copper scrapers there and then have those go from the rail to the actual tower there.
So does this turntable lock? Will it
it has some locking features that are physical on the model, that once you get it to where you're supposed to go, I think you're supposed to go in and actually lock it in. This turntable will not be associated with a roundhouse. So literally all I have to do is turn it 180 degrees, and if it lines up with the track that it came in on, great, I drive back out. That's
You might have to fiddle with it or something.
Right. So I'm not really concerned too much about any kind of indexing or
Right.
going to another track besides the one I just came off of. If I can get it close enough, and I don't know where I've got, this is the motor that I'm thinking about using.
Oh, you showed those to me, and I've seen them on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're really nice, but finding them is not easy.
Yeah, I got lucky. I think I got 10 of them for like $20. I don't remember exactly, but
wow.
I paid a really good amount of money for these.
Yeah, you did, because all the ones I've seen are $50 and up.
Right. And I know I paid less than $10 for each of them. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking $8, something like that. The problem is getting, attaching this, coming up with a way to go from here to here. And then I plan on putting a decoder on it, and it's a gear reduced motor already. And you add a decoder to it, and I should be able to make this thing creep probably as slow as I dare want it to.
I mean, could you wrap that in a copper tape?
Wrap this?
Yeah, that stud. in a
Yeah,
copper.
I mean, I could, but the problem is it has to go through here,
Right.
you know, and if it was a tube, you could run your wires down through,
Yeah.
you know, that went up, and then your wires could attach to a scraper here. I've seen it done that way, but
I wonder, could you
solid.
could you cut that off and replace it with a tube?
I could. I would say that if I
handy
can't
with
make
stuff like that.
if I can't make the come up
Right.
with some scrapers with this thing, my next idea is to possibly rebuild this thing
Yeah.
out of tube and
Yeah, I
run
think
the
you could
wires
do that.
down through. That's a possibility. The problem is I've already epoxied this, so I'm afraid that if I try and break this out, the whole thing's
Well,
going to break.
Maybe you could just drill out that rod. You know what I'm saying?
No,
No?
I
It's
don't think there's
epoxied
any
in
way
and-
I could. If I was a machinist and had the right tools, maybe. But it's
Man, I
it's an
thought you had the
1/8
right
inch
tools
rod.
over there. I thought you had them over there.
No.
What
Send,
about-
I've got a little bitty lathe, but
send it to Steve Arnold. He'll fix it for you.
you know, Steve might be able to. I don't know, but
Dennis,
drilling out
what-
an 1/8 inch solid steel rod to me would be a pretty good trick. Because I mean, think of the length of the drill bit you'd have to have.
Well, you don't have to drill the whole rod, just where it's making contact with that point. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it would have to, in order to get your wires from your rails down through, you'd have to drill it.
Oh no. I'm not saying drill straight through that rod that you have. I'm saying drill enough into that mounting plate that you remove the rod and put a copper rod in.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I
Well-
wouldn't try to drill through that thing. No.
What about going old school and do the split rail on the outside? Are you not putting a rail on the outside?
There is a rail on the outside.
Well, that's what they used to do, is do the split rail and wire the rails and have it go up through, pick up from the trucks up to the track on the.
That's kind of how the instructions say to do it, but because your bridge is solid metal, your bridge has no isolation. So regardless of where your bridge is on the pit rail, it's always going to carry that. So then that goes to one of your rails on the bridge. Your other rail then has to come from somewhere else, and in their instructions, I'll show you. You know, of course, all this is going to be in a video, which I know not everybody that watches this show actually watches my videos, which is fine. But this is supposed to be the scraper for the other rail that's not the pit rail. And so this little bitty thing right here, you're supposed to create a scraper for it. And as it turns on the turntable, because it's on top of the gallows, it is what provides your electricity down to your other rail. And I'm just seeing that as I haven't figured out a way that I feel like I would get good conductivity the entire time on that. Did you want to point at it, sweetheart?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't understand the makeups of those things. So
She could have just done a Walmart bag over it.
I don't understand all those, how that thing works. So it's
Well,
okay. I don't
you know,
need to.
well, like what I said, you know, the one rail on your bridge connects to inside here,
Right.
which then, because that's all metal, there's a wheel on the end here in this little cavity right here.
Yeah.
That connects to the rail. So your entire bridge now is carrying one side of your rail. And then it's connected to the rail. So your other rail has to come from somewhere else other than your pit rail. And
Well,
it's
if you
coming
could-
from the top side.
If you could isolate that wheel from the bridge.
Would. And, unless it just doesn't make contact anywhere, but that's kind of the
Yeah.
whole point.
Well, you'd have to do something with an isolated wheel off of the axle. So take half.
That's just it. There's not an axle. It's a solid chunk that has little bitty nubs, and it just sits in there and bounces.
Ah, okay. That is different.
So it actually sits on the rail, and then so how it's connected to the table is just really loose, and that's another thing I'm a little concerned about. Is it always going to make good contact with the rail and the plate on the inside? Because that's, I don't know if I can.
Well, Claude, put up Steve 87's comment.
That's how it fits in there.
Yeah, okay.
At the stop.
Why not? That's a good idea, Steve. I have considered that, but I would like to have the sound coming from the locomotive as it makes its journey. Ultimately that's what I want. If I don't feel like I can do that, then that's kind of an option that I have considered. Because the second you lose that contact as it turns around, unless, if you have a keep alive, you might keep your sound with the entire turning of the locomotive. I would rather be able to keep the electricity going the entire time, though. Do we have a winner yet, Claude?
No, I'm trying to get everybody's name on here, but I keep seeing
Okay.
people pop in, so I'm putting them in there. We're just going to put everybody that's in chat in there. I know the instructions for the original contest got everybody lost, so you have to know your audience, right? And I think we messed them up when we did that. No, I'm just kind of waiting toward the end of the show. We'll do it here in a few minutes.
I guess while we're doing that, there is one more thing I can show, just I guess to kill time.
Okay, we'll go show it.
Okay, let me move around just a little bit.
And for anybody who wants to know, no, I'm not going to show you anything on mine today because I just did an update, so you can go look over there. I haven't done anything new except a little bit of paint.
So I don't know where you left off at, but Daryl, Derail Daryl, good morning. Container Man, Gerald Stewart.
Oh, is Roy here?
Yeah, Roy just popped in. I think that's it.
I apologize here. Turn my camera around.
Try goggling. Pappy popped in.
I got Pappy.
Okay.
Got Anthony. I think I've got everybody on there.
And you could go to the participants list and see everybody that's chatting.
Yeah.
And there's people, there's some people that I don't see in the chat, but I see on the participants list.
Watch Trains Now.
Watch Trains Now, yeah. I'm sorry if I missed you, Watch Trains Now.
The only other thing that I've done since last week is create a mock-up for the hotel here. And you can't really tell now, but, the whole town is on a Y. So there will be a turnout back here where you can kind of see where I've got a template set there. And the rail comes in between the hotel and the station here. And there's a platform on the back side of the station so that you can get on either this rail that's going that side or this rail that's actually heading south out of town. So not a lot of progress in this area because I'm waiting on cork. was hoping that my cork would show up today. It did not. If I'm lucky, it might show up tomorrow, but it's looking to me more like that I won't get cork for this area until next weekend. So
the cork you're using, are those already in that size strip?
no, this is the cork I'm using.
Okay.
I considered using this just because I've got a lot of it. And I thought, well, if I had enough to do the whole thing, I might go ahead and do it. But it's the 1/8 inch instead of the 1/4 inch. This is 1/4 inch, but I just decided to be patient and order the cork rolls like I've done everything else with this. And as soon as it shows up, I'll lay it, and then I'll get serious about where the track is going to go and the turntable. The turntable will be right in here somewhere.
Okay. So where'd you get your cork? Where are you getting your cork from?
I mean, I got it on eBay. I can't remember what specific store it's coming from, but I think somewhere in North Carolina, I think is where it came from.
Well, I know when I was looking for mine, it was not easy to find at the time when I was looking for the extra. And that's why I ended up getting mine from Home Depot, and it's actually floor underlayment. So it's cork, but it looks kind of like carpet padding. You know, it's got different kinds of stuff in it. It works the same. So it wasn't a problem, and it was a little bit cheaper than the cork I was looking at.
Well, if I could drive to Home Depot one afternoon and come back and get it, I would.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a 3-hour trip one way to a Home Depot for me.
Yeah. Well, and it would cost you extra to have them ship it too. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So this works out, and normally, you know, I try and project my needs ahead. But, you know, it just didn't work out this way this time. So, but I do have, I think I've got all the tortoises now I need for all of this. I still have the 3-way turnouts in here to build. I just, you know, had to walk away from those for a while. And I think I've got all of the other turnouts that I need in here. I think they're all built with the exception of the 2 that goes back here. I need another 3-way down here and 1 number 8 left-hand turnout down here. So I still got 3 3-ways to build, 2 curved turnouts to build back here, and 1 number 8 left-hand turnout here. And then I'll have all the turnouts built.
Anthony says, geez, you're really in the boonies.
Yeah, I am.
Anthony has no idea how far in the boonies you are.
Probably not. But, you know, there's advantages and disadvantages. The
Yep.
availability of going to a big box store is definitely one of the disadvantages, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but it's nice and quiet out there. That's for one thing.
Yeah. I haven't built it yet, but probably before the end of this next week, I'll have a mock-up from my mind that's going to go in here. And I think I might even build some of the substructure for that this weekend. I haven't decided yet. I have a wedding to go to later this afternoon, so I might just play with trains today and not actually do anything but have fun.
There you go.
That's
There you
really
go.
all there is at the moment.
It's getting there. I'm still envious of your space. But anyway, okay.
All right, I'm heading back.
Okay, well, let's I did not know if I get Lee on there or not. Hang on here. Let me check my list, make sure I got everybody on here.
Yeah, a couple more people popped in. Allie popped in. Good day, Allie. Is it New Year's yet over there?
Yeah, it's New Year's for Allie. Happy New Year. Okay, let's see here. Let me make this bigger. Oops. I think I got everybody on here.
Not much of nothing where Dennis and Gal live. 20 minutes to go, she says.
Okay.
I guess we'll
get the screen set up now, and we'll do this.
We have 20 minutes to go as well.
Yes, we do. But we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. So,
good morning, Mono Railer. Mono Railer just popped in.
Who did?
Model Railer.
Model Railer. Oh, well, let me get him on there first before we put this up there. I think I've got everybody else on here.
Yeah. Hurry up. If you're not commenting, you're not going to win.
Yeah. If you're watching and you haven't commented yet, just say hi or something and we'll put you on the list.
If you want to win.
Because we're getting ready to do this.
There's Lee.
So I got Lee up there.
If you come in later, you're going to lose. No chance.
I got everybody in chat except the three of us, Steve and Gail.
John Dawson. John
Dawson. Okay.
Pennsylvania Northwestern Railway.
Mark's in here.
Yeah, I got Mark. Pennsylvania Northwestern. Okay, John Dawson. Hang on here. You guys are going too fast for me now.
Well, you know, they're speaking up now.
Yeah. Yeah, tell them that they're going to win some worthless stuff and show up nothing.
You guys don't even know what you're winning. It could be just like
Allie wants you to explain it again.
Track.
Hang on a second.
What does she want?
To explain it again for the newcomers, just to, I guess maybe what the rules are and what exactly we're doing.
We're not doing too many rules. If you're commented in the chat,
it's no rules anymore. We're past the rules.
We couldn't get past. We couldn't do the rules because nobody was doing it anyway. So
nobody wanted to.
I thought we'd just go ahead and put everybody in there and let them go.
And then Claude even made a short video
here.
Claude made a short video the other day showing every mine. So it was just a matter of counting them, but nobody wanted to.
Okay.
We still have.
I don't usually win anything. Oh, you never know, Plumber. You might win.
Okay, I think I've got everybody now.
You know what they say? The lottery tells you if you don't play, you can't win.
That's right. You don't put up the money, you don't get to play.
Yeah, I mean,
except in this case, you don't have to put up any money. So, okay, so here we're going to go. Everybody's on the wheel. It's just a wheel. We're just going to spin it. We've got 3 different prizes.
3 of them, man. 3.
Steve had shown you one of them, which was the 3 pocket watches. They're Lionel pocket watches. It's a set of them. First person will get their choice of prize. Second person get their choice, and the third person just gets what's left. One of them is the stock car. This is HO scale.
Cool.
If you're not HO scale, I can try and find you something else, but I don't have any N scale stuff, so I don't know how that would happen. Let's see. And then the other one is a covered hopper. Look at that. I think it's
so
50
I'll tell you, this is what I'm going to do now. I'll donate 2 used N scale cars.
Okay, there you go. So we're going to do 4 people.
Yep, 4 people. So whoever wins the N scale will get 2 cars.
Okay. All righty. Oh, wait a minute. We had another one come in.
Lord Nikon.
Let me get back over here to the other one. Okay. All righty, here we go. We're going to do this now. I think.
All right, that's it.
Apparently, Anthony is suggesting we commit murder.
Murder. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
A lot of people in that.
Okay, I think I've got everybody's name on here. So now we're going to do this, and of course I got to do it from the other screen, which makes it lots of fun to do. Okay, here's first spin. Here we go.
Woo, 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 woo,
Oh,
Bernard.
Bernard.
So Bernard, you get to you get your choice. Put your choice in the chat right quick, and we'll hold that out for you. Anthony said he didn't know there was a contest. He's been in holiday mode. Yeah, I hear you.
Cattle
He wants
car.
the cattle car. Okay, Bernard's getting the cattle car.
That's a good one.
So we still got the watches and the covered hopper, and then the 2 N scale. So here we go. We're going to take Bernard. I hate having to switch between screens here. Take Bernard comes off, and we'll spin again. Here we go.
Spin that wheel.
Looks like
Whoa,
Gerald Stewart. Oh, just edged it out.
Gerald Stewart.
Okay, Gerald, put your request in there. Which one you want?
Congratulations.
And I need to be writing these down so I know what's going where.
Yeah.
Don't mind us. We're never prepared.
Is Gerald still here?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. He's got a few minutes. He's got a minute or so to put in there what he wants.
Yeah.
Gerald, if you're here, get it up on there.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and do the next spin.
Yeah.
And
You can.
if Gerald doesn't get it up here in a second, then we'll do another one. So make sure if you're here and you see the spin, there he is. Okay, is he here?
Yep. He just popped up. Your
Let's know what
choices.
the choices are again.
The
He's
watch.
got the HO covered hopper. The HO covered hopper. The set of pocket watches, Lionel pocket watches, in a nice little box. There's 3 of those.
They're really nice too.
And then Jerry's got some N-scale stuff that he might send. So if you're N-scaler, you may want to take what Jerry's got. And I don't know what that is.
You're going to get 2 cars. I don't know what they are, but I'll check them out.
It'll be potluck, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they'll be
Well,
nice.
He'll pick the 2 without trucks.
Well, you get what you pay for, right?
No, you will get working cars that most likely never ran on my layout, but yeah.
Okay.
You'll get 2 working cars.
So make a choice there, girl, and we're going to spin again in the meantime. If I can get back to the other deal.
Watches.
Okay. He wants the pocket watches. Okay. Well, I'll get with Steve and get that sent to you. Guys, don't run off because we need to get your information.
Yep. Yeah, you're going to have to email all of us, or email me for my prize, and I don't know how close.
Well, I'll tell them. How about I just email them to? We'll have you email to Back on Track moderators.
Okay.
And from there, then I'll get your information to whoever needs it. That would be the best way to go.
Easy.
Looks like Al won with all of his guesses: 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah. Good job, Al. You're right.
Okay, Al. Okay, Al. Which one what do you want? You got N scale or HO? What do you want? I know it's a tough decision, but
He's HO, so it's a hard choice.
okay. So he gets the covered hopper. Well, since Jerry's so graciously offered to do this. We'll do one more, and whoever gets it has their choice of an HO, and I'll find something else to put out. It'll be another car of some sort, an HO, or Jerry will send you the N scale stuff. One of the two.
No, none of you guys like N scale. What's up with that? Man?
Yeah, there's some of them. They just haven't been chosen
You
yet. So.
give this stuff away.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Okay, here's for the last one. Uh-oh. I know what he wants.
Container man.
I know what he wants.
I don't know what he wants.
He'll want N scale. Yeah, he'll want the N scale stuff.
Of course, his home railroad's HO, right? The one that he plans on putting in the truck will be the N scale.
Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know you had an HO.
Yeah, his home layout is HO.
And is not a real scale. What's up with that, Anthony? That's not nice.
He'll take the N scale, Jerry.
Okay, Roy,
okay. So everybody, send us send us your information, your mail address information to this email.
I'll pick something out nice for you, Roy. Yeah,
okay, send it to that email, guys. That right there. And we will get your prizes out. Let's see, Bernard had the cattle. Oh, let's see, I didn't write it down and I've already forgotten. Who got the second one?
What is the second one? The hopper thing?
No, the hopper was the third one. Second one was the watches.
Bernard wanted the watches, didn't he?
No, Bernard got the cattle car.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I have to go back up here and look.
I think Gerald Stewart.
Gerald, that's who got it. Gerald wanted them.
Gerald
See,
Stewart.
If I don't write this down, I'll forget it as soon as I leave the room.
Yeah. What were the choices?
Okay, Gerald had the watches.
Yeah, Gerald had the watches. Yep.
Roy had the N scale.
Yep.
And then, good Lord, my mind is just gone.
And that was a lot of work, man.
Oh, this.
But it was easier than putting everybody's name in a hat and pulling.
Who won the hopper car? So I have right out of my head.
Oh
Lord, getting old is fun, isn't it?
I should have wrote this down.
Yeah, well, that's why I meant to write it down.
Who
was that won that? Tell us again who you were, because I've forgotten again. Bernard, Gerald, Almar.
Al wasn't, yeah.
Almar, yeah.
Almar. God, how could I forget Al?
Very
yeah.
Thanks for all you honest people out there. We would have caught you though, but
well, they were so they're so expensive prizes,
Yeah.
Well, we got a few minutes left. Unfortunately, no. More time for my memory to go. Anyway, send just your stuff to that email address, and I'll get it to whoever's sending it to you, whether it's Steve or Jerry or myself, and we'll get those out to you guys. So anyway, hope everybody has a good New Year.
Yeah.
Hope it's better than last year. But anyway,
Keep thinking it can't get worse, but
no, I don't ever say that.
Challenge.
It could be raining. Yeah, it could have been raining all this time. All righty.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, I got that, Steve. I got Roy's. Yeah, I got everybody now, so we're good. Thank you guys for coming to the show today. And hopefully we'll get Steve and Bill back next week. So you don't have to listen to me all the time. Anyway, but yeah, if you haven't seen my new update, I've got an update up there, up now. So about 10 days ago.
Okay, the one from 10 days, not like one in the last. Okay.
No, I did that little 40-second one yesterday. That was just to show all the mines on the layout. But and you can see on that video how much crud I got back in the way again. I tried to clear that off when I do an update, but it's coming along pretty quick.
That's what a real model railroad looks like when you're constructing it.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, yeah, it was nice when I had a whole side of the layout that I could leave all that stuff sitting on while I was working on the other side, but I can't do that now. So you got to pull it out as you're working on it and then put it back away because you don't have any room anywhere. But I'm getting ready. I put a little static grass down last night on the top deck, so I'm starting that scenic part of that. But I still have 4 mines to build on that side. I think 4. 1, 2, 3.
Jerry, have you done anything on your in scale? Well, you got like a 4x8 or something like that. I can't remember how big it is.
It's 28 inches by 59. And no.
28 by 59. Have you done anything on it recently?
No.
No.
Absolutely.
He got a new scanner. He's not working on the railroad.
I looked at it the other day when I was at the shop, but that's about me.
Yeah.
Now, your profession is a carpenter, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have to? Is your layout space the same space as your workspace for your normal job?
Yeah, it's in my shop, but it's on. I have a desk in my shop that's like a 3-tier or 2-tier above it, and it's on the middle level. It's at eye level for me standing up. So it's just there. It's not,
But it's not like you have to move to create a space for it.
Oh, no. It has a home and it stays in that home.
Okay. I would say if you have to move things around every time to get it out, I could see where you might.
No. I would have to, when I want to really work on it, I take it off the shelf and put it on my workbench and work on it so that it's comfortable for me to work at,
Yeah.
So it's just removable. I mean, I could take it anywhere. I could take it here. I could take it to your house. It's just like a module, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We'll call him Bill Jr.
I'm far from that, man. The only thing we have in common is we could both carry our layouts on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to hoping he gets in that show because I really want to see video of people looking at it and seeing it up close, for the first time because I think he's going to have a lot of people standing around looking at that thing.
Yeah,
he's done such a good job.
I expect he'll be in a magazine eventually if he wants to be.
Oh yeah,
I don't know, he may be already. I don't know.
Yeah, he might be already. I don't know if he wants to be. He may not want to be. Not everybody wants all that kind of stuff, but it's kind of cool when you are. Yeah, it's kind of cool when you are. But okay, guys, that's about time. Hope everybody has a
great show.
Thanks
Thanks
great
for
New Year's Eve, and y'all be careful if you're partying tonight. Be careful.
Most
I
definitely.
know we're not leaving the house, so worst I could do here is fall down the stairs.
So here's what I'm doing tonight. This is something different. So I'm part of Friends of Philadelphia Trolleys, and this organization helps raise money for restoration work for Philadelphia trolley cars throughout the country. And every year we charter a trolley at New Year's Eve. Usually I don't go, but because I'm fast asleep by then. But tonight I decided to go. And we chartered the trolley, and we'll ride around and ride the trolley all night.
Cool.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
well,
so
I'm sure there'll be some live streaming of that.
a little bit. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
cool.
Depends. Yeah, so it'll be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Yeah. Wish us all a happy New Year and be healthy and be safe. Whatever you say.
Yeah. Well, kind of on that same vein, I'm what would you call it? I'm not really a Patreon, but I'm a donator to the Cumbersome Tow Tech narrow gauge, because I think that's one of those things that speaks to the history of the country, and people need to be able to see that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to, there's a lot of these groups, you know.
There are a lot of them, and if you're so
need
inclined and able to do it, that's
For
not a
help,
bad
yeah.
place to go to.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, in anything, you know, it's a good way to keep it going for generations to come. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, well, that's it, guys. Dennis,
See you,
Gail,
everybody.
Happy New Year. Jerry, Happy New Year.
Happy
Steve
New
and
Year.
Bill.
Everybody,
Hope
Happy
you
New
guys
Year,
have a happy
Claude,
New Year.
and
Everybody,
Dennis, and Gail.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody be careful tonight.
Yeah,
Yep.
be safe.
Happy New
Take
Year.
care.
All righty. See you later.